guys, happy Sunday and welcome back to my channel. This week we're going to be doing a really fun Halloween DIY and we're going to be taking some cement houses and turning them into some creepy Halloween inspired houses that you can put out for decor. And this is going to be super budget friendly, really easy to do, and totally customizable to how you want your Halloween decorations to look. So if that sounds like something you would be interested in, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so you can see more of my videos. I put out new videos every Sunday and we're going to get right into the DIY. So these are the two cement houses that we're going to be working with, and I got a shorter one and a taller one, and I actually found these at Goodwill. The taller one was $4.99 and then this one was $3.99, so I thought that was a pretty good deal. What I wanted to do was paint these and add some little decorative elements to make them like creepy Halloween houses that we could put out as a decoration. And these ones even have little candle holders in the back, so you could put a candle in them and have it light up the house. I grabbed some of my acrylic paints that I already had, and a lot of the colors that we're going to be using are very similar to the witchy hands that we did for the mantle. And really you don't need all of these colors. A lot of these are really similar to each other, but I already had them, so I figured I'd pull them in case I wanted to use it. The other thing that I'm going to be using, which is totally optional and you don't have to use this if you don't want to, I had some foil in my craft stash, and this is like a transfer foil because I like to do wood burning, so I transfer it to the wood when I do that. It has a little bit of a holographic effect to it. I thought it could be cool to put it in the backs of the windows like this and have a little bit of that greenish holographic effect coming through the windows when they're lit up. And then we can just add some little things here and there, like you could pull some twigs from your yard and glue them onto the sides, or pull apart a cotton ball and make some spider webs, that sort of thing, to make them a little bit more spooky and detailed. So a lot of the stuff you probably will already have, and you could use concrete houses like this. You could get wooden ones at Michael's. Whatever you have will totally work. We're gonna go ahead and pour our paints into our little mixing trays and just start to paint the houses. The base of the houses is gonna be pretty simple because Halloween houses tend to just be like black and darker colors. Probably just gonna paint them black with a little bit of splotches of other colors here and there, and then we'll do more of the work with the accessories for the house that we add on. So we have them all painted and we're gonna let these dry overnight. They're mostly dry at this point, but I'm gonna let them sit just to make sure they're really good before we start attaching things to them. And then we'll be able to add on our little decorations. I grabbed some sticks so we can do some things like that. Do a little bit of glow in the dark on them. Lots of fun things to make them a really fun haunted house. And one of the things I love most about doing DIYs like this is I really love switching up my holiday decor and seasonally just changing things out. I think it makes it really fun and it keeps your house like fresh and always something new so that you can really play with your decor throughout the year. Instead of having to do full makeovers, you can just switch up little things here and there. And that's something that I also like to do with like my wardrobe throughout the year. I'll change things out seasonally. I like to switch up the colors and the styles. My favorite is this season right now, which is fall. So I actually got a couple of new pieces of clothing for the fall season that are like cozy pieces. This is one of them actually. And I thought since we're doing a nice little cozy craft, I'll also show you you some of my cozy fall clothes that I got. So while they're drying, I'll go ahead and show you guys that, and then we can finish up our DIY. Alright guys, so this week we are partnering with the brand G for Free, and they make some really beautiful and comfortable activewear and athleisure wear. And so this is actually one of their outfits that they have available. They recently came out with a new line, so they have a lot of really comfortable, cozy pieces. These pants are one of them, and I absolutely love them. For reference, I'm 5'6". They're so comfortable. They're buttery soft. It's literally like the softest piece of clothing that I've ever had. And something that I really like about them is they have this little detail here that's kind of like the fold of a dress pant. These are pants that you could wear to a yoga class, going around town. You could also dress them up, and you could have this be workwear if you wanted to. And then this top is a workout top, this scoop shape that it has right here. I'm also a big fan of racerback tops like this. And this top also has a built-in bra, which is super nice because you don't have to worry about finding a sports bra, or if you want to wear it going around town, you don't have to do that either. It did let me pick out 2 different outfits that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. This is one. I really love the combination of the brown and the baby blue. If you guys are interested in checking out G for Free and any of their athleisure clothing, I'm going to link all of their information in the description box below. They're super affordable, so if you're in the market for something like that, or if you're shopping for Christmas time, now is the time to check them out. I'm going to go ahead and change, and then I'll show you guys the other outfit. Okay, so this is the second outfit, and this is a combination of their like more summery clothing and more fall clothing. The top and the skirt are from their summer line, but they're really good transitional pieces, especially if you live somewhere that doesn't get super cold like we do here. It stays warm pretty much most of the year. You would be able to wear this and layer it, or you could use this for working out, hiking, whatever it is. It does have a pretty big pocket on the side here. For this type of look, as we're going into the fall and winter season, I would layer it with a little jacket over it as it starts to get a little bit cooler here in the evenings. And this is what it looks like, and it's so soft. This is like a taupe color, but they had so many other colors. They had a really pretty like sage green color, a brown that matched the pants, and this hoodie is made to be a little bit oversized and a little bit more boxy. So if you want it to fit like this, then I would get your typical size and not size up. But I really love the length of it. I like how boxy it is. That's very much my kind of style. Inside of this pocket here, they have a little mesh pocket, so you could put your keys in there or your phone or something like that if you're out hiking or working out. Lots of thoughtful little details that make the clothes so much more comfortable and convenient. Make sure to check out the link in the description box. Okay, so it's the next day. These are now completely dry, and I think they're looking really fun and have a cool like Halloween vibe to them. So we're now going to add in all of our finishing touches and the things that are going to make this extra special, have that haunted house sort of feel. We're going to go ahead in with this holographic type foil. So I will try to find the link to this from when I got it way back on Amazon and link it for you guys. I'm going to cut out some little sheets of that and glue it to the inside of all of these windows with some hot glue so that we can have some holographic windows when we put the candle inside, and it should give a pretty cool effect. And then I also want to take some little sticks. I grabbed just a bunch of these from my yard, and I want to break them apart into little pieces so that we can kind of attach them to the sides and through the door and windows and things like that here and there to give that old abandoned house sort of feel. And then the last thing I want to do is take some cotton balls, and we're going to pull them apart and get some thin little sheets, like very wispy, to create a spiderweb sort of look on the house, and we'll glue that on as well. I'm going to grab some tweezers because a lot of these things are quite small, so touching them with hot glue is going to be a bad idea. And then we'll be able to start attaching everything. Alright guys, well that wraps up this week's video. I hope that you enjoyed making some fun cement haunted houses with me for Halloween in the month of October. I really love how they turned out. I think they're super fun. I love making like concrete and cement decor. I've done it with the little pumpkins that we did that I put on the front porch and the jack-o'-lanterns and a couple of little Christmas pieces here and there, and I always think it turns out so great. It's so sturdy and really easy to do. And don't forget to check out G for Free and all of their really beautiful cozy clothing, especially as we go into the fall season. I know that I personally love to just be super comfortable and wearing things that are easy to put together but still look really cute, and they definitely have the clothes to be able to do that. So I will link all of their information in the description box below for you guys if you want to check them out. I'll also link all the pieces that I was wearing, and if you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you can see more of my videos. I put out new videos every Sunday. You don't want to miss all of our fun seasonal DIYs and possibly some home makeovers that are coming up on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you next Sunday.